Do you make phone calls inside of GoHighLevel? Got a question for you. Which one of these dialers do you think costs more? This one on the screen or this one? Answer may surprise you. They're both GoHighLevel dialers. So which one do you think costs more? This one or this one? My name's Lamar Molina. Let's get right into it. We're not going to waste your time. So if you come over here, this is the native GoHighLevel dialer that we all know and love. We know what this is. This is the conversation window inside of GoHighLevel. Fantastic. It works beautiful. I love the dial. It's awesome. Especially if you don't have any power dialing or anything heavy to do. It's friggin' fantastic. So let's take a quick look at what we have here. This is the default dialer for HighLevel. Here's the script. So the UI is kind of tight, right? If you look at the UI, you can kind of see here that they tried to squeeze everything into this little box here. This little calling script, that's one part of the dialer. Then in the middle, you have the notes here, right? See how it says add note? That's like the middle part of this dialer. And here's the dialing pad. All of it together. Okay, so that's their dialer. As you can see, you're inside of the conversation window here, and you can see the text messaging area here, and you can see the notes in the back. Now right up here inside of the actual dialer itself, you can see like the person's name, their phone number, and I believe a summary. I'm not sure about that part. But this is the reason why I'm sharing this example is because this is how accounts come to me when people are like, hey, I need to fix my phones. I need to make more phone calls. I need to make more efficient calls. They show me their system. This is what I get. And this is the script the agent is supposed to read, the human agent. This is their area to read the script. Kind of tight, but it still works, right? Like you can make this work. Let's not be silly. So now, like I said, which one might cost more? Would you rather have that going on or this? Now, this whole screen is the dialer that we're using. This is an app in the GoHighLevel marketplace. We'll get into all that later, but check this out. The person's name and address is here. And this is a real estate version of a dialer. Lead management is right here for pulling your leads in. Everything's right here. Now, here's the difference. On my screen, when I make a phone call or receive one, because again, this is the live screen pop, right? This is what happens on the call, right? So this is their dialer. This is their whole dialer. Just this little part here. This is the conversation window. This is our whole dialer, not the screen phone, not this one. This whole thing is our dialer. Okay, just to show you the difference. And again, if you want to see the script, let's go part for part. We're going to compare apples to apples. So this calling script, here's our calling script. And it automatically pulls in your custom fields for GHL. So you customize the script, you click that, you can type whatever you need to type here. I put some rebuttals in already, so the agents know what to ask for or what to say if they get questioned. And then these are your GHL custom fields. It's as simple as coming in here, selecting the field you want to add, you click it, and the field is added. Now it's pulling from your GoHighLevel account. All of this information is from your GoHighLevel account. Now, you just click save and you're good to go. Now, also, you can edit the name of the company here, right? And there you go, that updates as well. Again, all of this is pulling from your HighLevel account. The green fields are actually custom fields pulling. Now, when you're calling people, the best thing you can have for your agents to repeat performance is a lead sheet. So that way, when they get pulled off from a question, like they're in the middle of the script and the person says, well, yeah, I want to ask you something. Then the agent goes, okay, they answer that question. Then they're kind of like, oh, where am I at? But when you're on a script and you have a lead sheet, they say their little opening, hey, yeah, what's going on, Mrs. Smith? And then if she gets interrupted or he gets interrupted, they can say, okay, I left off right here. I was asking this question about the lender. And then they just fill in the answer, right? Tab down to the next one. Just click tab, first mortgage amount, $1,200. Click tab, the next question. Balance on the mortgage, $120,000. Click tab, hit space bar, answer that one. Tab again, default amount. I think you get the point. And it makes it easier for the agent to collect data on the phone call. It's really cool. And it's your GHL custom fields. It all updates. Just click the save button and it will update everything inside of GHL for you. There's nothing else left for you to do. It's really awesome. So that's our script versus this script. And I think this has custom fields too, to be fair. This isn't my system. Here's the notes that they have. Okay, cool. The notes that they got. I'll show you the notes that we have. So I'm going to open a lead inside of GHL. I've already done it, right? Here's a lead inside of GHL. And this is what our custom fields and our, and it's a demo lead, YouTube. This is not a real lead. This is all fake, dumb information. It's all demo data, okay? But as you can see, look at the format on these leads and on these notes. Again, our notes, their notes, the sticky pad, and they work. I'll show you. Sticky pad works, right? So, show you another example here. Right, so this is kind of what their notes look like, right? You see that note there? And if you see here, I also have the DDG whatever, so that's when I typed it in. And this is what happens afterwards. It just goes right here. And that's what the note looks like when it posts. Okay, and that's great. However, these are the notes that our AI will post. It helps your agent, your human agent, know what to focus on the call. They only have like a couple of seconds to know where to look. And say, okay, Mr. West, I see you had a house over here. It's worth about $500,000. You got about this much equity. You have a lien from the HOA. You have an auction on the 25th. He doesn't have to scroll through the custom fields and get lost over here. He doesn't have to do any of that. There's a breakdown by category. They're beautifully formatted. A seller profile of the person that you spoke with, the homeowner. So they're current on the first mortgage. An HOA dispute was escalated to a lien. Like, you can read this, but for your industry, imagine having all of this for every phone call. A little interesting tidbit. We include the AI with the system. You guys have to pay for every call to get transcribed, every letter, every call recording that you make. You pay for each recording, and then you pay every month per minute for that recording. Every month, as long as you have them. Look it up. Matter of fact, I'll show you after this. So again, look at the beautifully formatted notes. And these are intelligent notes. This is the timeline of the engagement, the SMS thread, right? And the timeline makes it very clear for you to know what took place. You can see those 4 text messages. And if you read these, cold outreach referencing trustee sale is what worked. We addressed skepticism, dropped equity hook, and secured a call commitment. Like, it's telling you what took place. That's amazing. You don't have to ask. It's even time-stamped with the durations. Read these. Like, read what these are. Live contact, 4-minute call duration. It tells you everything. Priority items. It even goes into the call, pulls out all the priority items. Book a 3-way call with the son. Schedule this as soon as possible. Like, you can read these. Hard deadline because there's an auction. It's right in your human's face. The human agent who has to make decisions quickly on the call. This information is blaring at them saying, hey, utilize this. Okay? And that's important for your notes to be formatted in a way that's useful. It's doing all of this. No extra charges, right? The follow-up call summary from that call. The second call, as you notice, it's hard to miss the action as you have it step by step. The first contact was a live conversation on call 1. Here's the actual text messages that went out and the summary of what happened on them and what they think. These are our notes. Oh, sorry. These are our call recordings. The call recordings are here. There's just some pie there that I don't want to have to edit. Yeah. All right. So I just want to highlight that. Let's pull up the next photo. Okay, this is a good one. This is about call queues. See this here? You click the call queue and there's no call queue, right? So you ask yourself, man, I really wish one agent can manage all the calls from all of my sub accounts. Well, that's why they can't. Right there. They have no call queues at all. Now, I'm sure they're working on it. They'll fix it. And I'm excited when they do. But our agents, or any agent that uses this system, one agent can manage calls from all of the sub-accounts. All of them. Like, think about that. They don't got to log out. They don't got to switch phones. They don't got to switch the sub-account. Inbound and outbound calls, they can manage it all. One agent, 100 sub-accounts or 1,000, does not matter. That's powerful. That's important. It's vital. Like, think about, how do you guys manage like any real call volume? I'm just assuming most of you don't have any. I don't know. But I don't think you have call waiting. You don't have call queues. So what happens if like 3 people call your phone number at once? How does that work out? Does it pop up one brand new call? I don't know. I don't use that little green phone, so I don't know. I'm just curious. But okay. Now let's look at the other image that we got. I forgot to show you the transcript for the call. Turn by turn transcripts, right? So you know if the homeowner spoke or if it was the agent. Color coded, posted into the notes. Searchable. You can search it right here. Again, I asked you which dialer costs more, this one or this one, with no queue, no call queue. You know another cool thing you can do with this thing? You can have custom hold music. Your sub accounts can have custom hold music at the sub account level, at a campaign level. Like, it's really cool. That's just something I thought I'd throw in there. Checking the last image. And this is like one of the biggest things, period. The call disposition window. This is, a call disposition is telling your dialer what's going on, or even your database, hey, I talked to Mike Smith. He was real excited. We scheduled an appointment. He wants somebody to come out to do an assessment. His father died on Wednesday. It's a probate property. Whatever that is, that happens on the phone, that phone call. When you hang up and tell it if it's a sale or if it was the wrong number or if it was a follow-up, that's called a disposition. So once you disposition the call, you know, I'm not sure what happens in here in high level. I think it tags the call. I don't know. I don't use it. But I think you can set up some workflows to do some pretty cool stuff. Now I can tell you what happens after a call on this dialer. Matter of fact, I've kind of already showed you, right? If you go back and look at these notes, the transcript is already here. The call summary, everything I showed you before is already here. And it came from the phone call. It's just by hanging up. Just by hanging up the phone. So I'll show you what our disposition screen looks like so you can see it. So let's dial a call real quick. So we're gonna dial a call, right? And again, you've already seen all this stuff. You got the custom fields here. Everything's here. I'm not gonna go into how it can transcribe the conversation right here live in real time, and the AI coach that really does everything in real time. There's no need to go into that. How it can pull a brief on the user just by looking at all the activity on the account. It can see everything from GoHighLevel, and it can clearly say, okay, Fakey McFakerson's notice of a trustee sale, like all of this. It does all that right on the box. You don't even have to do anything. So I'm not even gonna go into any of that. Or how you can pull leads into the system by the tag or by the pipeline stage. That's the simple stuff. We're not even gonna do that. Or how you can even connect one of your own AI agents to control the entire dialer, pull leads, everything on your own. I won't even go into that. I digress. But what we will go into here is cost. Let's go into the cost. Well, before we do that, let me show you. Look, hold on. I got sidetracked. Let's show you the dialing thing, right? So we're gonna dial. We're gonna hang up. Now this is our disposition window, right? And as you can see, it's a dummy lead, but the good call categories are contacted, not contacted, bad number, and other. The AI, if it was a real phone call, will show everything here, all the summaries, the transcript, everything that is going to transfer to GHL. But there was no call here. I just hung up real quick. You can write your own custom tag, and this is really cool because you can write your own custom tag for in case something special happened on that call. Write the tag in when you hang up the phone, and that'll come into your GHL, so you'll always know what that call was about, what happened on that call, and any special custom dispositions that you want to make on the fly. What else do we have here? And of course, you can always sync it to GHL, push it, whatever. But the cool thing is, if you look at this thing here, it says keep dialing. If I want to keep dialing leads automatically, I just leave this green. I double click any call disposition and it automatically calls the next set of leads. I don't have to do anything. But let's say I'm trying to log off for the day. Click this button. It won't call anybody else after this. And I just double click the disposition. In this case, a test call. Double click it, dispositions the call goes away, we're back on the screen waiting for the next lead. Now we told it we don't want it to call anybody, so it's not calling anybody. Okay. So again, I ask you, which one do you think costs more? This dialer or this one? I think the answer may shock you. Let's do some math, right? And I've showed you all the GoHighLevel activity lands here, right? And then it can scan that and make suggestions on what to say and what to do. I've shown you the script is here, how you can edit the script, and you have a lead sheet here, and all this is coming from GoHighLevel, your custom fields. I showed you here how you have a custom contact card for when somebody calls you. You don't have to dig through all this. You don't need all the deep data. You have a contact card here, and it highlights the basic information you need to see for your lead. Or let me resync that. And you'll have a real lead in here, Becky McFakerson. And as you can see, I don't see any other data. I can't see any of the other stuff. I just see this, right? But I know who I'm talking to. I have some badges here about the lead. I got the address. The most important things I care about are here. Phone number, beds, bath, square footage. At a glance, on the screen at the same time when you're talking to the lead. That's vital. You don't get that here. Unless there's another way to set this up, I don't know, but you don't get that here. Unless I'm missing something. Maybe I am. I didn't set this up. This is one of my clients' system. I don't see that anywhere in any of these images. I'm not saying it's impossible. Maybe you have a different setup, but I'm not seeing that here in these images. Or this one. Right? I'm just saying, I don't see it there. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. If you're getting any help from this, please like, subscribe, share with somebody who you know wants to cut their bill in half. I mean, systems like this give you unlimited calling for a flat fee. Imagine being able to call as much as you want, pretty much anywhere for like $50 a month per person. Like, stop it. Like, it's crazy. Not per minute, but per person. Flat fee. Like, it's crazy. Okay. Again, which one do you think costs more? This dialer here, the GoHighLevel native dialer, or this dialer with all this extra stuff? Again, if I want to see the information, I can dive deeper into this lead. I can dive deeper into the custom fields and tags. This is the GoHighLevel tags. These are the GoHighLevel custom fields. If I'm looking for a specific field, I can type it in, it sorts it. That's fantastic. But which one costs more? This dialer or this one? Let's do the math right now. So we're going to go directly to GoHighLevel's pricing page. And inside of this pricing page, a voice call. Oh, where do we go? Voice call. Voice call. Now here's how you read this. Normally it costs this much to make an outbound call, 1.8 cents per minute. That's just under 2 cents per minute, right? But we got a little discount, so it's 1.66 cents per minute. I say 1.6 to make it easier for you to understand. So here's the total for the call. You're paying this much, per minute for the call, for your client minute, as they call it. And this is the total for the outbound call. So combined, you're getting this. Okay, cool. So that's just to make the call. So let's open up our trusty calculator. Okay. Nice and clear. So let's add this up. So 0.0166. All right, so that's the cost for the outbound call. Plus all of the other fees, which are down here. Additional voice charges are here. Okay, now let's take a look at some of these charges. The first one, the call recording per minute. So that's how much it costs you per minute to record the phone calls. So let's add that in there. And we're going to base this on a 1 minute phone call, only a 1 minute call. So plus 0.0025, okay? Now you just recorded a phone call. You have to store that phone call, right? So to store that phone call, it's gonna be 0.0005 per minute, per month, per phone call, right? So we added that, right? Plus, you want to transcribe the call, don't you? You want to transcribe that to see what's going on. Buyer beware. This is critical. Pay attention. It costs more to transcribe the call. That's 2.5 cents. Check out the zeros before the 2. Always check out your zeros. That's 2.5 cents per minute, just under 2.5, 2.4, to transcribe the call. Remember, to make the call only costs 1.6 cents per minute. 1.6 just to make the outbound call. They're charging 2.4 just to transcribe it. That's on top of what you're paying, so let's add that to it. So we got to add the 2.4 cents, so 0.024, right? Let's add that in there. We're already at 4.5 cents, almost 4.5 cents. Answering machine detection. Let's explain that. Answering machine detection is you dial out and the software is listening to see if the other end is a human being that's saying hello or if it's an answer machine saying, hey, this is Mike. Because it's still an answer. You just don't know if it's a human or not, right? So that's what that's doing. And it's on every call. And that's how much you're paying per call for that service. So let's put that in there. 0.0075, okay? Plus, now, we're not gonna do a voicemail drop. You could if you want to, right? If you wanna do a voicemail drop, fine, let's add a voicemail drop. Let's do it, because maybe you do wanna do a voicemail drop, right? So a voicemail drop's almost 2 cents on its own. So let's add that voicemail drop, 0.018 for the voicemail drop right here. Right from their own pricing guide. They're telling you, folks, don't be surprised, they're telling you. Now, here's the kicker for you guys. If you're transferring this call to your cell phone, then you're paying for a conference call. Also, depending on the region. So if this is going out to your cell phone, you're paying for another conference call. But in this instance, let's just say it's not, to try to save some damn money. And the last thing left is Amazon Poly. Now, if you don't know what Amazon Poly is, that's the transcription characters, right? So that's the service that's transcribing the call. Now, they're already charging you 2.5 cents per minute for call transcription, right? Now, I don't know if that's a combination of these. I don't think it is, right? It's more. This is on top of that. That's why it's here. It's additional fees, right, guys? So let's add that 0.008, and that's per 100 characters. So you get charged for the transcribing of the call, and then also they charge you for the characters. I thought that'd be part of that, but it's not. Trust me, go look it up. So we're gonna add that 0.00084 to equal, my lord, and you have it. 7 cents per minute. That's what you're paying, the real life cost for a phone call that you're going to make a recording with, store that recording, transcribe the call, answering machine detections on the front end, so that goes out immediately when you dial out. If the person doesn't answer, you would do a voicemail drop, right? That still would get transcribed. That still gets transcribed. We didn't do the conference call. We didn't add that, but Amazon Poly is 100 characters. Per 100 characters, that's the cost. And you know a call is going to be more than 100 characters. Stop it. All right, it's already at 7 cents per minute. Boom. Okay, folks, that's the real cost of the call. And God forbid you're in another region where your conference call rates are higher than that, because yeah. Okay? Folks, and if you want to know the cost for a system like this, where'd it go? Oh, wrong window. Sorry. Where'd it go? Okay. For a system like this, you're looking at like 3 cents per minute. No additional cost. I know that's crazy. So who's the winner? You tell me. Obviously, I just showed you this one costs more. Okay? And this does not include your AI. You still have to pay for the AI for all of that. The AI that's going to transcribe the call, the AI that's going to do all that other stuff, you still got to pay for the AI. So that's 7 cents. This 7 cents does not include the actual AI that you're going to use. And wait until doomsday hits. Guys, September 1st is coming. The free AI is going to be gone. Summer AI is over, and we're all already hooked. You guys better do the math. Lamar Molina signing off, folks. Take care. Like, subscribe. It helps us a lot. Appreciate you.